Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you had a good day. Charting man Dan of the Chart Guys, checking in on the markets that have started daily consolidation, and I am watching actively if bears are going to prove something to me that this is not the same daily consolidation that we've seen the prior two times. So we saw a 2-day pullback and set the higher low. Then we saw another 2-day pullback, held EMA 12, the red line, set the higher low. And now we're seeing a pullback. And at this point in time, there are no red flags for the bulls. I'm watching very closely for any red flags. I'm watching for all major sectors to hit the low of the day at the same time. I'm watching for any indication of significant volume for the bears. I'm watching for a handful of other things. What is the first response to oversold conditions? SPY and QQQ have not hit hourly oversold conditions yet. If the lows of today break tomorrow, we're going to be looking for hourly oversold. But you look at the volume today, and the volume is low. That's exactly what the bulls want to see. High volume on the leg up, and then lower volume on consolidation. So bulls are still very comfortable with the consolidation that we are seeing. If we see another day or two of pullback, we will then be creating the space for the potential that we still maintain the daily uptrend, but then set a lower high and confirm a downtrend from there. So we're watching for signs of weekly consolidation, but at this point, there are no red flags. And we do have a bunch of hourly oversold back burners that we're going to be watching, not only SPY and QQQ, but NVDA, big time breakout on the daily time frame over the past couple of weeks, and keeping an eye out for first hourly oversold conditions when we get it, scouting a daily high or low. NVDA, pretty much 2 daily inside bars in a row. Meta, 2 daily inside bars in a row. So we know these tight ranges are likely to break tomorrow. And if they break bear, we're going to scout that daily high or low. Netflix with an inside bar, Apple with an inside bar. So you get the idea. A lot of inside bars to be watching tomorrow. And again, just sticking with, I'm very open to both directions, but the burden's on bears. They've got to prove it to me. NASDAQ, same thing. Everything that I just said. Scouting a daily high or low. EMA 12 not even in play at this point. QQQ, the volume's extremely low on the consolidation. We filled a gap on QQQ from after the FOMC. And daily EMA 12 catching up. If we break the low today, tomorrow, we watch for first hourly oversold conditions. The dollar is significantly strong the last few days. We're off of that low. And again, what I want to know is this our monthly high or low forming? I've been talking about how we know the monthly bounce is inevitable on the dollar, how we're then going to be scouting a monthly lower high. But first things first, we have to confirm a daily uptrend. We got to top out on this bounce, set the higher low, confirm the higher high, and that would be the first baby step of setting a monthly higher low. And if you're a bear in crypto, commodities, or stocks, you want the dollar to start this monthly bounce. Semiconductors, same thing as SPY and QQQ, no red flags. Daily EMA 12 support coming into play. Hourly RSI has not gotten oversold yet. So it's very contained and orderly consolidation at this point across the market. Tesla, daily inside bar, still strong. Up at the high of 199. We failed to break that level first thing. I shorted the 2-minute lower high while live streaming. Sold half when the low of the day was defended. And I was going to swing half if the bears could convince me to, but Tesla still a strong chart and not worth the risk to me holding overnight without the bears proving anything to me. So key resistance under 200 in play again tomorrow. Tesla bears have to break 189.92 to shift momentum into daily consolidation. Tesla will absolutely be on watch for first hourly oversold conditions, looking for a daily high or low once that daily consolidation gets underway. Healthcare, still weak. Again, still uneventful, not impacting the market much at all, but definitely on team bear, not team bull. XLF is still strong, not really impacting the market the last few days, but on team bull. So right now, XLF and XLV are pulling in different directions. You can see that XLF has been going up for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where XLV has been dropping the last 3 weeks. So QQQ has been running the show and watching for the daily higher lows to try and form on SPY and QQQ. XLF bears must break 35.97 for the first sign of something shifting. That's our last little daily high or low. Simple statement, if 35.97 is holding, the bulls are keeping full control of the daily chart for the financial sector. IWM daily inside bar broke bear, so consolidation underway. EMA 12 coming into play, hourly RSI approaching oversold but has not gotten there yet. And again, when we get hourly oversold, if that marks the daily high or low, then that's still very strong. If we bounce from hourly oversold and then we drop down to a lower low, that's going to be telling as well. That will be a tally in the bear column. So when I say watching the response to first hourly oversold conditions, I mean, does it mark the daily high or low or not? Biotech sector, pulling back, daily EMA 12. Anything above 86.54 is a high or low. We have not hit hourly oversold conditions yet. You can see it's pretty much the same thing for a ton of these major sectors. AI, looking like a volume climax. So huge volume, bearish reversal doji, bounce into the end of the day, and if we fail 30.92 tomorrow and then break the double bottom, we double bottom defended the low of the day at the end of the day. But if we fail 30.92 and then break 25.88, we confirm the hourly downtrend. We confirm daily consolidation is underway for the first time in weeks. And then we watch for a daily high or low, scouting hourly oversold conditions. Bears are definitely starting to grab their positions after already seeing from the high of today, we pulled back 15% to the low of the day. And so depending on how we open tomorrow, I will be scouting an hourly lower high. And there are a handful of other names in the AI sector that are similar. SOUN, a low cap name. Same kind of daily move. Same kind of potential hourly lower high. But again, these AI names have been very resilient. BBAI, another one. Daily breakout. And can the bears confirm the hourly downtrend or not is the question we have into tomorrow. A lot of low cap movers today. Again, I love the volatility in AI. And I posted a trade review. And I'll put that at the end of this video instead of Adventure Time. We'll delay Adventure Time until tomorrow. But trade review of how I played first 5-minute oversold conditions on AI. Other than that, we had BBBY, Reddit name, short squeeze, facing bankruptcy, and then with that, AMC saw a move, and GME, some sympathy moves up. And other than that, MNMD, psychedelic name, tightening daily range, breaking bull, big volume spike, and what stood out for me is it's a red day today, and not many green things in the market. And for this high risk, high reward name, it only trades $8 million on a very high volume day. But that's a notable break because we're in gap fill, and there's a gap to fill at 577. Possible this is Reddit related. This was a Reddit name back here on this pump. And so the fact that BBBY got that move going definitely potentially had an impact. But I ended up with a little bit of a bull move, just a flip into the end of the day, bought the new high of the day, got filled at 393, sold half at 403, and swinging a little bit here to see if bulls can push it in extended hours, knowing how thinly traded it is. So essentially hoping that the Reddit crew comes in and let's see a gap up open. But by selling half my position, my break even's down at 383, so gave me some wiggle room to work with to give that a possibility. But just keeping an eye. CMPS, another psychedelic name, still holding the daily uptrend, but definitely close to losing it and much weaker, hitting this resistance zone. But MNMD, definitely attention after today's move. And up 100% almost from the lows. Definitely need more volume after hours if we're going to push this up here. But it only takes a few million. Gold, weekly consolidation clearly underway. And again, the question for me is this our monthly lower high? I was talking about how if I'm looking longer term on metals, I want a monthly lower high, and then I want to scout a monthly high or low, knowing we have to confirm a monthly uptrend if we're going to see a longer term shift. So we are in a solid daily pullback. We have not confirmed a daily downtrend. So inverse to the dollar. The metals, gold and silver, have to confirm a daily downtrend as the first baby step towards a potential monthly lower high. And silver, same deal. Monthly lower high already set. And that's because silver was trading sideways for the last month while gold kept grinding higher. Silver will need to confirm the daily downtrend as well. and watching for the monthly higher low and tightening range. Oil broke 72.74 support. The only support after the low today is 70.56. Bears taking back over on oil. Bulls trying to defend that recent low, but the energy sector weakening with oil weakness. And at this point for me, if this zone in the 80s is resistance, then oil bulls are not proving much. Natural gas putting in a temporary bottom with a 4-hour trend change, the first 4-hour uptrend that we've seen in a couple of weeks, or at least a week. But we just zoom out and we watch 12-hour EMA 12 resistance, which has been resistance the vast majority of the last 6 weeks. So trying to build a base, trying to get a daily bounce going, but a ton of proving yet to be done for natural gas. So that's where we stand into tomorrow. Definitely watching Netflix for a short still. Bears inside bar if it breaks bearish. Again, I'm looking bigger picture. I'm looking for monthly consolidation in Netflix. And I'm looking for Netflix divided by QQQ to confirm a daily downtrend. This bear flag would be really nice if it confirmed. And I'm looking for it to see monthly consolidation as well. Stair-step pattern up, relative weakness for 6 months, relative strength for 9 months, and I'm looking for relative weakness to show up again. Burden on bears, but definitely a top watch for me. MNMD still trying after hours here. Yeah, you can see how thinly traded this thing is. I mean, it's taking $120,000 to push it up from 4 to 420. 5% move. We'll see how it shapes up for tomorrow. But a gap up open, I'm definitely going to lock in the profit. All right, here comes a trade review for AI, and we'll do Adventure Time tomorrow. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a good rest of your day, and do good things. So showing a quick trade review of how I played AI first 5-minute oversold conditions on this bounce, and also an example why it's really difficult to follow me in a trade because I am scalp trading and oftentimes making multiple trades very quickly. So here's the setup. AI low of the day test right here, and 5-minute oversold approaching. Not my ideal back burner because we're grinding down in a falling wedge. I had this falling wedge drawn, and it's not a waterfall drop, but I will scale into 2 positions on a 26 break and look to sell partial very quickly to get risk free. So we break 26, I make my entry, market buy, I'm in at 25.93, I sell half at 26.18. That now means my break even is in the 25.60s. So I put my stop under the low of the day at break even. I have no risk now on this bounce trade. I'm then zoomed into the 2-minute time frame. I recognize the 2-minute rejection from EMA 12, but also the fact that the bulls have to confirm a 2-minute uptrend if this bounce is going to get follow through. So I do another little flip. Whoops. So I flip the 2-minute higher low with the half position that I just sold. So I'm in at 26.16 on this bounce starting to shape up, and I'm out quickly at 26.30. So that now allows me to drop my break even another 14 pennies. So if my break even was 25.68, 58.54. Now I'm break even 25.54. All right, what else we got going? Continue to watch, and I observe that there's a hidden amount of shares at 26.30. So what do I mean by hidden shares? Well, I'm on the 1-minute time frame, and I see this right here. And I see us hit 26.30 on the bid, and I see us hit it again, and then we hit it again. And the amount of volume that was hitting the bid was much larger than the amount of shares that was showing on the bid. And so that tells me there are hidden shares at that level. So what do? I act off of that hidden order. I make a market buy. I'm in at 26.35, and I place a stop at 26.29. I'm risking 6-7 cents due to slippage if we stop out. We hold that level and get another leg up. So that is me recognizing hidden shares, re-adding the position that I had just sold half of, and then selling the half that I just added back at the downtrend resistance target that I had, which was this 5-minute falling wedge resistance. So I sold half right there around 26.80, and now I've still got half my position because I re-added recognizing those hidden shares, and now I got a target of 15-minute EMA 12 for the remaining position that I have. So I definitely make it complex, but you know, it's getting me an extra multiple percent, maybe an extra 2% on this bounce trade. And there are some times where I will overtrade for sure, but this was an example where being zoomed in and being quick and active helped the trade be more profitable. Feel free to ask any questions.